Good morning to you all and happy Friday. This is Mike Marconi, and this is the Orange Coast Title Family of Companies video during our COVID era for Friday, April 24th, 2020. And before I kind of start in on the video, I want to kind of step back for a second. And while I've said on a number of instances how proud I am that we are working so hard as being a part of the essential group of businesses, and that real estate is essential, and that real estate is essential to the recovery that we expect to happen. The real essential employees revolve around all the hardworking medical professionals and all the first responders that are out there on the trenches taking care of all of the sick people and trying to just ease our way through this. And there's just some unbelievable stories. And it came to my mind to illustrate because it became aware to me that we have probably daughters and sons and husbands and wives of all of our employees that actually are doing those things. And I wanted to first of all applaud them and thank them for all their hard work. So with that, I'd like to kind of continue on with the things that have normally been things that I've discussed with you. And I told you before about the diligent factor of how when you see the finish line, it's going to require us to be more focused than ever on the things that are necessary for us. And now that we can kind of see that some of these shelter in places are starting to end around the various states, we're going to be coming back to work in a more normal fashion ourselves. And we're going to have to be, again, diligent for the safety and health of our employees, but also focused on making sure that we satisfy the consumers. And some things are going to affect your lives. We're going to end up having to have temperature tests that are going to come forward as you come in to make sure that those new employees that have been working from their homes as they come in, that they feel comfortable, but that they're also, we're looking out for the comfort of those that are already working in here. So temperature tests are going to be coming forth. And you'll hear more about that from the COVID committee when they put out memorandums about how that will look. But we need to prepare for that, focus on that, and not let that change us from our focus on our customers. Okay, so then I'd like to kind of show you something that I thought was really creative, and it shows the spirit of the Orange Coast family of companies in a way that personalizes it to the employees. And so I'm going to actually share my screen for a minute to show you something. And what you're going to see is you're going to see a picture of all of the employees from Equititle of Washington holding up a sign when they took basically a selfie, and they put this together, and the signs say these phrases, and I'll read them to you. So they say, remain positive, be happy, and stay healthy. We are in this together. We are essential. Hashtag stay safe and hashtag stay home. And then the tagline that they've created that's unique to Washington, which is every experience matters. And then at the very bottom, I've talked before about the curbside signings. These are pictures taken of people that have done signings. These are consumers that have closed transactions. And so I really loved this, and I wanted to kind of show it and then encourage all of our family of companies, if you had any opportunities, it doesn't have to be those kinds of things, pictures, but if you've done things that show spirit that are within your organizations, I'd love for you to send them to me, because I'd love to share them with everybody else. Now, I will tell you that business opportunities still exist, and we're taking them. And that's the beautiful thing, is not only doing the transactions that we have open, but creating relationships that are going to forge the foundation for us to continue to be strong as we come out of this. So something I want to just kind of highlight that just again shows the flexibility, creativity, and commitment of the family of companies. This pandemic created a situation where Fannie and Freddie, in conjunction with various state agencies, put forth guidelines on something called an LPOA, or a limited power of attorney, which basically exists only because people don't want to sign, they don't want to leave their home for signing. So there's a whole procedure associated with that. And there's a large lender opportunity if we can wrap our heads around this. So our organization got together, we got the RATIC board together, we got the divisions of the lender division to discuss what the requirements are. And within hours and days, we had meetings, we created procedures, and we put this team effort together and met this challenge. And I believe it's going to turn into a good opportunity for us. And so people that I'd like to shout out for that, first of all, Barbara Corey and Missy Harvey, running the lender division and recognizing this opportunity, but then Bill Birding, everybody that's on the RATIC board of directors, John Wiley, Dave Schumacher, Kent Schmeckley, they all banded around making this happen. And it's just a fantastic effort that I wanted to applaud. Another business opportunity that I personally was in the middle of that I just think shows what's all about is Jim Hall, who's our president of Equity Title Colorado, and Joseph Burks have been trying to put together a new relationship that's going to, in essence, be our 4th ABA in Colorado. And we had a Zoom call where we had those two, myself, and these two potential partners on the call. And the basic gist of it was to say, hey, are we still committed to this? Are we still excited by this? Do we still want to move forward? And the partners, or the potential partners, said unabashedly, yes, we definitely do want to do this. And we just put a start date of August 1st, if you will. And we just kind of pushed everything back a little bit. But just seeing the resiliency and the commitment from our potential partners there was phenomenal. And I really appreciated that. So I have 2 more things I want to talk about. The next one is a shout out for service, because all of you, every employee, is making sure that you're doing everything you can to be committed to each and every transaction to have the outcome be as good as possible. And so these are just a couple of highlights. And so this particular one came to me from Brent Bailey. He is the PCM for Orange Coast Title of Northern California. It was about a gentleman by the name of Brian Burney, who is an escrow officer and an escrow manager for our Fresno operation. And let me just read you the compliment that came through. So it said, "Dear Brian, I want to thank you for the exceptional job you did on the escrow for my home at 2642 Castee Court. I have been a realtor in Marin and Sonoma counties for over 30 years and appreciate escrow officers that help make the transactions run smoothly. You and the staff are always responsive and so delightful. You would be my #1 escrow officer if I worked in your area. Thank you and stay healthy. Sue Curtis, Engel and Bulkers." So congratulations to the whole team, but in particular, Brian and everyone that's on his unit. You guys just did a wonderful job. Last, I'm going to give you a song, okay? And this particular song, actually, while it is on my playlist, it also came to me as a suggestion from Catherine Van Moos. She's the EO in Orange Coast Title Company of the Inland Empire. And here's what she said about this particular song. She said, "This is so appropriate for what we are going through and how OCT stands out above the competitors." So Catherine, you couldn't be more right. And let me play a little bit of this song for you all. I do encourage you to go and read the lyrics for this song, because not only is it an upbeat song and get you kind of excited and wanting to dance a little bit, but the lyrics are perfect. So with that, let me play this song for you. Now, if by now you haven't figured it out, here comes the chorus that'll tell you what it's all about. That's right. There ain't no stopping OCT now. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.